Yo, yo, get up, nah I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast. And that's facts.
Well, hello and welcome to Chicago Sports Podcast, Bears on Tracks, and I am happy to announce that I have Ed Buckley in the building, as well as my other guy, Fields. Fields, how you doing? Buck, how you doing?
Awesome, Brandon. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I mean, with the Bears. If we're talking about the Bears, that's a different story. But real life, I really can't complain about that. Things have been pretty good. But yeah. So how about you, Fields?
I'm doing well. And, even with the Bears being as bad as they are, I'm still not complaining. I,
Yeah.
so I still got a positive outlook. I'm all
Yeah.
about the growth, not necessarily the W's yet this season.
Well, all right. Well, once we see the growth chart, I guess you'll know where we're at. You
Yeah.
know.
Well, I do think I mean, I know I don't want to be jumping the gun, but I think we need to make some additions by subtraction.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I tell you what, I actually would like to get into that because I think that is a very good, superlative. I think that's a really good way to get started, and I got no problem at all with that at all because here's the deal. I think that there's some things going on that are immeasurables, but the only thing that a Bear fan right now wants to measure, and I can't say that I blame them because I'm a Bear fan, is wins. And we haven't had one since January. And 0-2 teams right now, potentially, when you look at it, I believe it's five out of 42 teams, five out of 42 teams have made it on to the playoffs. That's not a blaring, recommendation. And if I was able to take a look at all of the 10 teams that are available right now, I would say, as much as I love my beloved Chicago Bears, I would have to say right now that it would probably be the Kansas City Chiefs.
Mhm.
Kansas City ain't making it this year, Brandon.
I might have to
Well,
agree with Buckets on that one.
I love that. That's great, and that's not necessarily why I asked you gentlemen to come on, but it sure does help for sure. Um, well, I'd like to hear why. I'd like to
Why?
hear why each one of you guys
That ain't
think
the
that.
same. That ain't the same team, man. And they ain't got their receivers are all down for the count. Uh, they got a long way to go before they're getting back. What's the guy that's suspended? Rice. He's
Yeah,
their best.
Mhm.
He's their best receiver, right? He's suspended 6 games, and they're already 0-2. Four more games without him, and if they end up being like 2-4 or something, they ain't making it. Even if he comes back,
and it takes a little while to ramp up. By the way, you don't just like walk into it in your full stride and you're the best player. Well, you might be, and if you are, that's a problem because that means that for the last 6 games, it's been really bad. So if you could just walk right off the couch or treadmill and whatever, no full contact, no real football, then guess what?
I
Your
mean,
team is not
have
looking good, bro.
you watched them 2 Kansas City games? The first 2 games, they don't look good.
No, they
Go
don't, brother.
go
They
back
don't.
to the Super Bowl. The last
Mm.
the last three
Oh
games that
God,
they
that was
played.
horrible.
Yeah, the last
Yeah,
three
that
games
was
that they
horrible.
played. I think we finally realized when you get pressured with Mahomes, he looks like any other regular quarterback,
Yeah.
and I think they finally the money that is being pushed towards the quarterback position. I always say it's going to catch up to teams, and I think it's finally catching up to them because they lack in so many areas. Like their running backs are all off the the couch in a sense. It's like, hey, you want to play? All right, come on, we got you.
Yeah, you want to come
But
back? I know you're retired, but do
yeah,
you want to come? You want to come back and run the pill a few times for us? Yeah, sure.
and on defense,
Um,
Chris Jones is not getting any younger, so I think we're the last days of KC Dynasty. I mean, they can always flip it around. The one thing I can say that they do well is they draft pretty well. So it can turn around eventually, but I think this might be the year that they hit the bottom.
The bottle?
The
yeah,
bottom.
Oh,
I
the
don't.
bottom.
The fans might hit the
and that'll
bottom.
lead to the bottle.
Yeah, the fans will
Sorry,
definitely
guys.
hit the
Sorry.
bottom.
Sorry. Didn't mean to put words in your mouth. I was just making sure we heard each other right. That's all. So, yeah. But all right. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not, hey, listen, out of the 10 teams, still, with all that being considered, when you look at them, wow. I mean, wow. And I know it's because some of it has to do with that bye week in between the preseason, and you only get so many reps for your starters and whatever in the preseason, and then you have the bye week, and then you start week one, and all that. But so a lot of teams are kind of using that first week as a preseason almost to knock the rest. I mean, they're not trying to, but it just happens that way. So, and then, potentially even week two. So you see a lot of teams starting to kind of, um, get going a little, get going a little later, if you will, kind of like going from the summer, fall, and then into the winter. It's a little bit of a later start, if you will. That's
Yeah.
kind of how I like it, liking it too. Um, but I don't know, man. I still I could see, and there's the Homer meatball on me where I could definitely see us because if you look at the next couple games, wow, look at the next couple games, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, if you look at the next couple games, we actually really have a pretty good matchup, all things considered. What's up, Matt? How you doing, brother?
What's going on, man?
Just talking about our matchup and seeing what we got as far as the other 0-2 teams and the Jets and all that and the Dolphins, and they've got a really interesting game tonight, by the way, which we'll be kind of covering, but still talking about our Bears, because that's just how the real world works in terms of a watch party when you're a Bears fan. Is
Yeah,
I don't really care about the Dolphins, and I'm not, I'm kind of looking at the Bills a little bit, but it's all about my Bears. It's all about our Bears, and that's just kind of where we're at, Matt. But how are you doing, brother?
all right. Just getting back from lessons, my man.
Nice, nice. Well,
Travel around the world with these kids in sports.
yeah. It's kind of interesting that you brought that up because we heard, Ben Johnson talk about the finer techniques and all of that and getting down to things that we even learned in Pee Wee and, you know, back in the day as a kid and just the basics, focusing on that. Let's try that in practice. I mean, it's not that we needed to hear that, but it is kind of refreshing to know that somebody in the building doesn't think that everything is all a-okay, kumbaya, everything's all right, that he's not happy, and he's taking notice, and in practices he said, I'll know how bad you want to play on Sunday by the way you practice. What do you think about that, Matt?
I love the way he's coming out in his press conferences. 100%. I mean, look what we had to do it last year. Last year was nothing but lies and excuses, and he's calling people out. Granted, I would still like to find out who he was talking about in his interview on Monday when he didn't call that player out for saying that We got to put more trust in him. And he's our one of our main guys, and he's just not producing like or proving what he should be doing and all that. And to me, I think it's DJ Moore because maybe DJ Moore he didn't really show anything to us on Sunday.
I
It could.
I think I would. How do you guys feel about a trade? I mean, here's the deal. I mean,
Oh,
from an optics standpoint, from him and having his family and the little, rugrats running all over the field and all that kind of stuff. Like it kind of like, when he was there when nobody else was, and it was just him and a bunch of like whoever's. But it's kind of like, hey man, we kind of it would be nice for you to be here. It would be nice for you to be here when everything works out. But things have changed. Things have changed. Jalen's out for the year.
big
This
hit.
this isn't breaking news. But this is the first we've been able to talk about it, so it's kind of semi breaking news, right? But it's not really breaking news. If you're living under a rock or West Virginia or whatever, you might not have heard about it. Please don't cancel us because that was a joke. But I just just trying to keep it real. I'm like, dude, like everybody's heard about it, but we haven't really talked about it. And then there's talks about maybe Kendall Fuller or Stephon Gilmore or
And
guys
that I
like
was just gonna say that you got Stephon Gilmore out there. I know he's old, but why are
yeah,
we not making a move right now and bringing
yeah,
someone on our practice squad? We need it because
yeah,
Stevenson,
yeah.
he what was his grade this week? I think it was like a 33.
Well, let me ask you this, because and I will answer your question with a question because I feel like you know this is kind of like helping move things along. If you had to pick right now, if you were the GM, who would you rather go for? Which position would you go for? Would you rather go for another defensive back or would you go for an edge rusher? And I have an answer, and if you guys don't mind, unless somebody has a burning desire to take the lead on this one, I would like to because
Have that.
I've really thought about this, guys. I really thought about this, Ed. And so here's the deal, Fields and Matt. My thoughts is this: at some point, we will no longer need a lockdown number one defensive back. And I know you guys are probably not going to like this, but I really do think we have good secondary. Kyler Gordon. I think he's a good defensive back. I think he's really good when he's on the field, and we all know
Yeah, he's
his
got to play.
his physicality and all of that, and his flips and all the acrobats that he does.
He's my favorite bear on the team, but he's got to
Yeah,
play. He's
couple
got to play.
weeks at couple weeks out of the year, he's been known for this, and hopefully this is it. Hopefully this is it. But my whole point is, we go out and get that defensive back, that Stephon Gilmore, whoever, depending on the cost, whatever. Next year, I feel Jalen comes back, we draft, whatever it is, free agency, maybe there's a better look, blah blah blah. Right now you're hitting the what do they call that? The clearance rack is what this is. The clearance rack right now. It's all been picked over, but edge, as far as edge goes, I feel like next year we will still need the edge. So I feel like if we go out, whether it be a trade, free agency, whatever, to me, I think if you get the proper rush, if you find the right guy that comes in and gives us help with that rush, that will make our defensive backs actually optically look better. Because if you get that rush right and that quarterback has to make a split decision throw, especially a rookie or even a sophomore type guy, he might throw the ball in a less, accurate area that makes a defensive back make a jump on the play. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like for me okay, I'll just instead of keep going around the block to get to where I need to go, I feel like it's a defensive back for me. I feel like if they make a move, I feel like a defensive back would not be the primary. It would be an edge.
Are you
And
talking
then
about draft wise?
No, no, right now. Like if you
right
had to make
now
a
Oh,
move right now to help us, I feel like I want an edge right now, in order to help us out.
off of the clearance rack.
Yeah, yeah. Edge off the clearance rack over defensive back off the clearance rack because we all knew, and we've had shows about this. Ed and I especially, about how deep our defensive back, you know, is. We got a
Well,
pretty deep
was Brandon
was.
yeah.
Yeah.
was right.
And,
Yeah. Oh,
and it's not, and it's not anymore. But it was deep enough for us not to hit the panic button right now. So I'm just saying,
right.
if we go out and get that edge guy that we probably still could use next year, if it all works out with the guy and he does his job right,
You
then
can't you can't
then
have
we take
too
care of it.
many good edge rushers.
I agree. I agree. Yeah. So that's to the point where it's like my kinship and connection with DJ Moore and all this and the cute little kids and the whole family thing and how nice he was, and he was the only guy that we had in the building for a while that we could kind of look forward to get the ball. Um, am I okay with parting with him if we go out and get that? Absolutely, absolutely. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. It sucks. It sucks because I didn't think I'd be here, but I am. So I'm going to turn my mic off and let you guys, hash it out and see what of the two would you guys rather have, whether it be an edge or a defensive back.
Go ahead, buddy. I'll take your opinion.
Go on, Fields.
I'm gonna Well, I'm gonna go. Well, I'm gonna go back to the DJ Moore thing real quick. What I said earlier, the addition by subtraction, he was the number one person that I was speaking of. I love DJ Moore. I loved him when he was with
Yes, sir.
Carolina because I've followed him. He used to wear number 12 before he went to number two with Carolina. So I've really followed his career. Even in Maryland, I followed his career. So I like him. I like that he's a family man. He's a good dude, good personality. I don't think he just the way we drafted this year to me, DJ needs to go for the simple fact um, Luther Burgess not getting any touches. There's not enough football to go around for one. And then you got Cortland Lumley who's not getting any touches. And I think if you remove and DJ Moore and Kittle just don't have a chemistry together. I think this 20 games now that we've seen them together, they don't have chemistry together at all. So I think unfortunately, he needs to part ways and that big $25 million a year contract. And I mean, whatever you can get for him, you can get. I mean, you're not gonna get much, but you. I think it's time to move on with him, especially the way that they drafted this year. Um, as far as with the edge rushers and the corners, listen, I'm always if we were contenders, I would go get somebody off the scrap. But right now, I want as many young players to play. So I'm not focused more so on this year. I'm more focused on next year. And I know it's hard to say, and I'm not getting any younger. So, but I know it takes time to build a winner. Detroit didn't turn as good as they did overnight. It takes time, and I want people like Coach said. I want players that want to play. So whoever these young cats go out there, show something. If you don't show anything, that's fine. We will replace you, but we're gonna have to draft better going on in the future. And Montez Sweat is another one that I would try to part ways with. I'm sorry, but that's too much money for a guy who doesn't get any pressure whatsoever.
The with the Monte Sweat thing, I'm just gonna interrupt you on that one. If he had a little help, I think it'd be a little different with Montez. I really do.
But he had a pretty darn great defensive line in Washington, and he was still fair.
Yeah.
They had Deron Payne, they had what's the guy Jonathan Allen, and they had that one good year of Chase Young, and he still was man.
Well, Sweat definitely needs to pick it up. I agree with that. But and now, if we're gonna go, I want to go back. I want to touch the DJ Moore subject. I am a huge DJ Moore fan, huge DJ Moore fan, and I think he's. I've heard a lot of rumors like he's quitting on plays, and he's kind of like almost a poison in the locker room right now. And maybe he's kind of salty about Rome trying to be the number one or going to get the number one now. But it's like, you know how mad, pissed off he was from when Caleb missed that throw on fourth down Monday night. I mean, it's just not excuses. It's no right way. Do I want DJ Moore traded? No, and I think I would rather have Sweat trade before DJ. But you can see the way Ben Johnson is working the crew from the draft. Exactly what you said. We're getting Burden because Burden is probably going to be DJ's replacement, and
Mhm.
it's very unfortunate because I still think, and this is just me, I am very optimistic about the Bears, and I don't. I just don't want to see the guy go. I got heart for the guy. Maybe I fell in love with him, and I just can't let him go. It's my 13-year-old. It's her favorite player. I mean, but it's going to be a hard situation losing that guy, and I think that's the way the Bears are going to go because Rome's taking it over, and we got Burden. But if if you don't start getting Burden and Loveland and these guys in the interaction now, and not giving them any throws, I mean, what did Loveland have? One attempt last week?
I forgot he was played last week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like how do you even you can't even think about trading DJ right now because he's the only second receiver we have.
I just feel with and like I said, I
D
love
Nice is
DJ
in the
Moore as well.
building.
Big
Pew,
fan.
pew, pew, pew. What's up, D Nice?
Peace, peace, everybody. How y'all feeling?
Yeah,
Good, good,
all
Feeling
man.
good,
good,
all
feeling
good,
great,
man.
feeling great, feeling good.
Sorry
How
to
are you?
cut you off there, Fields. I just had to give him a proper introduction.
No, you fine.
And then I just with the edge and going to a cornerback, I think when we had Gordon Johnson, when Stevenson was playing lights out, we had no question that we were doing good. And then ever since Washington, Stevenson looks like a bag of Lay's potato chips.
Bro, those
Dude,
are looking pretty good right now. I could use a bag.
Facts.
it's bad.
Hey, speaking of Lays, I mean it's TNF tonight. You know, we got the Dolphins versus the Bills. If you guys were to partake of a bag of Lays, would it be original or would it be a different flavor like sour cream and onion, barbecue? What are you guys doing?
I'm going original, but I gotta have my Louisiana hot sauce on it. That's just me though.
My
Okay,
man.
okay,
My man. My
okay,
man.
Original.
okay.
Original for me, like you said, the hot sauce, or I have a real infinity for the wavy barbecue lays,
I'm a
but
Oh,
wavy fan as
still
well.
still had a hot sauce right next to it, man.
You
Hot
got you
sauce
gotta
is
have hot. I put hot sauce
got to
on
have it.
everything.
Got to have
Hey,
the
Put
hot
that
sauce.
on.
I got a sauce for you guys to try. Then it's
I'll
called
take it. I'll try it. I'll try anything.
Yucatan Sunshine. Hard to find in the stores anymore, but you can still get it on Amazon. Yucatan Sunshine. It's awesome, awesome
Really?
hot sauce.
guys,
It's
I
made.
got a story to tell you about Buck, and this goes back to the work trailer. This guy brought in these big old. What was the size of these jugs, Ed? The size of the jugs of
Gallons,
the pickles? Gallon? 1 gallon?
gallons.
Yeah,
Yeah,
1 gallon jug of pickles. And, you know, work trailer, they're all in the yard, putting all the scaffold parts together in this, what do you call it? In this scaffold cart with wheels. And then you'd get the forklift to take it all the way down across the refinery, right? And I'm supposed to be out there helping these guys. Hey, I got to go use the restroom. I'll be right back. And I was jonesing for Ed's, So I go in there, I take the top off,
hot dills cooking.
and I don't know what happened. I mean, it was just a flimsy fumble type thing going on, and I spilt the whole freaking thing, and all the juices of the pickles of the gallon went all over the place, and I still grabbed one or two, and I closed the whole thing like nothing happened, and I went out there. And yeah, it was bad. But dude, this guy, he made he makes the best ones. So in terms of sauces, I listen to this guy. So yep,
Okay.
Note taken.
yep, yep. If he ever shows,
Yeah, check it out.
if he ever shares that recipe, that pickle recipe for you, write it down to the T because it is fire. And I'm speaking
100 times.
specifically to BM5 right now. So yep,
I'm with that.
yep. All right, carry on. Sorry about that.
Hang on.
I don't know what we're gonna do though. We're pretty much we have nothing for cornerbacks. We need Gordon back. We need Brisker back. I mean, we're out there. We're dead in the water.
You think
Yeah,
so?
Me personally, I went off so bad last week. It was unbelievable, and I had a few drinks. We did a breast cancer benefit in Manhattan at Midtown Bar and Grill.
Yeah,
We actually raised 6 grand, a little over. So that was really good outgoing for that.
that's awesome.
And I had a few drinks in me, and I lost my shit, and I just went on a rampage about what's not going right. And then I was like, you know what? I'm not wearing another piece of Bears clothing until we win a game, and that's all I own, pretty much, is Bears clothing.
Mm.
And then I got a buddy. I got paycheck versus paycheck that I'm not going to do it, and it's pretty. Life is rough right now. My wife wants to kill me. She's about to make me sleep outside.
Oh no.
Well, I saw Big Drew the other day. He had some sort of bet arranged where he was wearing a Detroit Lions hat and a Detroit Lions shirt. And if you go look at Big Drew, he's on our show. He was just on our show last night. If you go look on that man's page, he is very uncomfortable wearing that blue.
Yeah, I'll never make a bet like that again.
hmm
I will never make a bet like that again. I had a when the Bears played the Falcons 5 6 years ago. It was like I think it was like a home opener, and I'm like, that's when we had. Well, no, it was longer than that. It's when we had Alshon and Marshall and all that, and I'm like, if you guys could beat us, I'm like, I'll wear a Falcons jersey. You know how hard that was for me when we lost in the fourth quarter to wear that jersey. Very hard.
Yeah.
But as of Sunday, walking into Soldier Field, I'm wearing all black. Unfortunately, and this is going to be the first time in this will be I've been going to the games for 31 years now, and I will not have a piece of Bears clothing on, and it's going to be very hard. But when I bet a paycheck, I shouldn't have made that. I definitely shouldn't have made this
Well,
bet.
hold on. Let's keep it a buck. I got a question to ask you. What would it take? Is there a contingency where you could get out of this? Do you have to do a certain thing in order to make this work? Because I feel like I need to help
Yeah, they
out,
got
or
to
we
win.
all as a panel need to help you
Yeah, we
because
have
we
to
feel.
win.
But
uh
There's
I
the
think we
contingency.
how do you guys feel about this? How do you guys? I feel like I don't know. I feel kind of dirty hearing about this, guys.
Brandon,
Can we help?
you've seen me at Bears games.
I
I'm decked
know.
out. I'm
I
decked out
know.
head to toe, and
I seen your garage for Christ's sake. I mean, most
it's
people have like weed whacker, whatever, and all I can remember is seeing bear stuff. I'm like,
oh, you should see my closet. My wife's like,
yeah,
"What are you gonna wear? What are you gonna
yeah.
wear during the week?" I was like, "Well, you better keep up on laundry on my other 4 shirts I have because that's all I can do."
I think you punishing yourself too much,
I
man.
ain't. I told you I had too many drinks that day, and
Yeah. Well, there you go. There's your out. So now you got to find out. Now there's your out. Now you got to find out what you can do in order to dissolve yourself of this. There's got to be a fair trade off. To
I made the
got to
phone
be
call the
something.
next day to try to get out of it. And
Yeah.
the problem is, I shook his hand, and I'm a man of my word about it, though, man. If I shake someone's hand on a bet, you got to stand up for it.
Who is this? A non-bear fan? Is that what's
No,
going on?
he goes to all the Bears games with me. We have 6 season tickets, and I sell him one every year. He's actually a part of the tailgating Hall of Fame
Yeah.
with us and all that.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
unfortunately, I made that stupid decision, and
There's
I tried to go back on it after I shook his hand because I was talking big in the moment, and then I'm like, wait a minute, no, I'm like, let's not go like so far with it. Can I still wear blue and orange? And nah,
well, here's what I suggest that we do. We get on the phone and talk to this guy, and we tell him that we will help make a monetary donation to the charity of his choice if he is willing to come off of these restrictions. And if he says no, that's all we could do. We can't go any further because a bet's a bet's a bet, a word's a word's a word. But I
True.
still feel like there's still time on the clock.
dude, I
We,
tried.
okay, all right, okay,
Here's
well,
the, and I can't wait. I'm interested to see what because we've had these tickets for beyond years and years. I'm interested to see what these people are going to say around me because I've sat with them pretty much my whole life.
Mm.
I
yeah,
can't. I'm
they
like when
might
they.
not recognize you. They
I
might not
know.
recognize you.
I
Oh, they're
own
coming
one.
out on the field, guys. The what do you call it? The Dolphins are getting ready to come out the field. The Bills already came out. Man, this is electric. You know, there's a lot on the
I own a
line,
couple
fellas.
other jerseys, but it's only Deion Sanders. I was a big primetime kid when I was a kid. I loved primetime.
Yep.
I have a Cowboys jersey of a Deion Sanders jersey, and they tried. He said that's the only way that he's going to let me out of that bet if I wear a Cowboys jersey in it, my Deion Sanders jersey into that stadium. And I
Wow.
said, not a fucking chance. I'll wear black.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not wearing a Cowboys jersey into that stadium.
Yep.
I think as Bears fans, I think we need to chill out, man. I don't think we need to get a go directly to the edge of the cliff just yet. I think there's hope. I know after 55, you know what I'm saying, 50-point drubbing, well, guys putting up 50 points on us made it seem like it's the end, but I think I see light. I see light.
The only light, what scares, what the 50, I thought Detroit was going to do was pretty dirty, but the Monday night game hurt.
That's
That's what
all it did.
hurt.
That's all it did. It just hurt. But you rather have that hurt the first part of the season, especially like the first 2-3 games, than to go with playoff implications and your hopes of making the playoffs and you have a game like that similar to last year where DC hit the Hail Mary when we were 4-2 and the
That,
bottom fell out.
that's what ended Stevenson's career.
Well,
The kid
I
was
mean,
tough till then.
Mm.
yeah, I mean, if you want to say that, but that loss just kind of demoralized the whole season. I see light here. I mean, I hate looking at the schedule and saying that it's favorable, but it is a chance if we can get out of here within the next 6 or 7 games. We could probably win 5 out of the 7.
Let's go 2-2 into the bye week, and then I'll be jacked and ready to rock. We can't lose against Dallas, and we definitely can't lose against Vegas.
You don't want to lose those games. Let's say that.
Mm.
Let's say that you don't want to lose those games. Um, but we still, these guys are injured too. Washington injured quarterback. Um, the Giants in their situation. There's some things there. Then we face New Orleans. We got some games there that we can kind of find our footing. And you never know, man. You never know how things go. Because we also face San Francisco. Their quarterback's out.
But
It's a
you
week by
bring up
week
the you
thing.
bring up the Giants. Russell just threw 400 yards last week with a garbage secondary.
But the
But
last time he did that was against who? You got to think about that.
where's
Remember,
our secondary though? We don't. We need a secondary. That's the biggest
they're
problem.
there. Remember, Russ was a part of a team that had a team come in and score 70 points on him.
Yes, sir.
Like these are things to look at. Like I'm not saying that we're gonna make this spectacular run and make it to the make it deep into the playoffs, but to really go crazy about an 0-2 start, I think it's a little bit, it's a bit much.
Wait,
The reason we're
hold
going
on now,
crazy is that Monday. That Monday, man, that's a stab.
Darius.
You don't lose
Yeah.
that game.
Darius, I know you're a fat guy. I know you reason also, even if the numbers aren't in our favor. But I'm just letting you know, out of the last 42 teams that it went 0-2, they are only 5 of them made the playoffs. So we're looking at this list of 10 teams,
Mm-hmm.
and one of them being the Chiefs. I would say if there's an outlier, it'd be the Chiefs over the Bears, even though
Why?
I want it to be the Bears. So,
Why? Why do you feel the Chiefs over the Bears? Why? I think they play in a tougher I think they're in a lot tougher situation than we're in.
We have the second hardest schedule in the league, so I don't know
yeah,
if they're.
I
unless
don't
they have the
listen.
number
Yeah,
one hardest in the league, I disagree with you.
yeah, but
Listen.
that hard
I
schedule kind of
I
changed
don't
with quarterbacks going down, like
hey
Joe
you
Burrow.
remember the schedule we had last year?
Yeah.
All right. And you see how that turned out, right? Can't go by that. Cannot go by that. You have to take this thing week by week, game by game, because something happens awkward every week. Like I said, we're going to face about 5 or 6 teams with in-depth quarterback play. Call it what you want.
'Cause we play Cincinnati, right?
There you go.
No
I'll
Joe
be there.
Burrow.
I'll be there.
No Joe Burrow.
No, we need you at Wind Creek. Come on, man, stop
I
it.
I will
We're
be in
traveling this year. I need you.
I will be in Cincinnati. I already got
Oh
my tickets.
God.
I mean, things
Oh,
never.
this is killing me.
It's a what have you done for me lately
This
type of
is the year
thing.
that all of my tailgate buddies have to travel. Come on, come up to the casino. It's all
It's
good.
a what it's a what have you done for me lately type thing. Your only funky is your last cut. That's what the great Andre 3000 said, right?
Heard
So,
that.
Word.
based off of the last game, we look horrible. But we take this thing 1 week at a time. We get a win out of Dallas, however we get it. Field goal at the last minute. They have a major collapse, however, whatever it takes. It
Field
starts
goal.
with it's
We gotta
We can't
whatever
I
it
even
hope it's
kick a
takes.
30
field goal.
yards.
Hey, bro, listen. Whatever it takes, however it works out. Um, we have to, you know what I'm saying? It'll be good to get a win at Dallas, and this thing can help us out. Um, I'm not hoping for nobody to get hurt. I'm just basing it off of what's going on right now. We have some guys coming down the stretch that looks as if, and even Minnesota's in a bad situation. Well, I don't want to say bad, but
Oh, they got a lot of Subway commercials. They're
they're in a
killing me
tough
over there.
situation at quarterback.
Yeah.
They actually might have upgraded.
Yeah, I
Subway?
mean, maybe, we'll see though. Like
Yeah.
Carson Wentz, he's been away for a while, and we'll see. But I don't. I think it gets ugly once he gets on full.
Carson Wentz looked pretty decent against us when he was with Washington.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
When was that?
I was there for that game.
That
That
was a
was
couple of years ago.
yeah,
That
that
was
was a couple years ago. I
yeah.
Yep.
ain't.
Yeah, he looked good. He's still a good quarterback, man.
We have
Yeah,
a
sure.
totally different team, but I still think with if Dan because no one really knows even what Daniels is going on. What's going on with him?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
yeah.
We
in the
got we
north
win
end
these
zone for
next
that one,
two.
Matt.
We win these next two. Come out the bye, and if we punch Washington in the mouth,
We
then
don't
then
even we don't even have to punch him, bro.
You get to wear you get to wear your Bears clothes if we just get past this game.
that's all. That's all. I'm praying for it, man. I'm just praying. Trust
the
me.
The bar set low. Just win. Just get my clothes on.
I haven't been to church in a minute, and then I'm like, man, we got a home game Sunday because I leave my house at 3 a.m. and I'm like, I need to go back to church.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you could still make all that and do that also. That's a plan. But no, man. I mean, if there's a game, this would be it to really to get us right, and there's a few after that. I mean, you got the Giants, you got the Raiders, which is up next after this week, and
yeah,
I feel
I
like
mean,
this is definitely. I mean, you look as far as except for the Ravens, and we could be looking at a winning record getting into the let's see, sixth, seventh, eighth, right around week 8, 9, we could potentially have a pretty nice, not real nice, but a decent record that is a winning record. If everything goes as planned. So I mean, we just played two teams that were 14 wins and 15 wins. So
There you
I see
go.
what Darius is saying. Those are two really tough teams there.
There you
It
go.
all comes down to what happens this Sunday. And I know it's only week 3,
That's the
but
start. I agree with you. I
yeah,
agree with
whatever happens, buckets. Sorry, my dog's about to run. Buckets, come here. Get over here.
I know
Guys,
somebody
I'm
playing
handing it over
basketball.
to D Nice. I'll be right back.
No,
Right
and
on.
you know what, man? I'm glad talking. Maybe you calm me down from jumping off the damn cliff because I've been on edge, and it's very hard. It's
Listen, understandably so, man. Understandably so, but there's still hope. Like I give up if we go 0-4. Those guys might as well start making vacation plans after that.
if we go 0-4, what do we do with polls?
Well, he's been extended,
Foles is
so
already
I know, but that's what I'm
signed.
saying. Yeah, for what though?
yeah. I mean, the extension could have been a bit premature. I wouldn't argue that.
100%. He's what? He's beat what? He's got 5 wins or no 3 wins in the division.
Yeah. But I think our division may have been ahead of us. The teams in our division may have had a slight lead over us, with personnel, with coaching and things of that nature. Like, we actually had to fire a couple of coaches while their coaches was winning coach of the year and shit stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Uh so, it's you don't of course we should be further along,
we
okay?
definitely should be further along than where we're at now.
I
How
think
long?
that's very safe to say. But, I think this thing can turn on just like it can go off, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah,
I just truly think, call me an optimist, but I'm just not gonna go berserk being down 0-2. Though we lost in some very demoralizing fashions, and if we let, because it looked like it was some carryover from Monday night. I'm not gonna tell you no lie. You know,
you
it
got
seemed
short
like
week, very short week.
guys said, we tried your way on Monday night and it didn't work. So we just gonna keep doing what we doing. And I think some of these guys need a nut check. You know, thinking just because you bring a new personnel in is gonna change things automatically, but ultimately the change starts with the players, guys. You know, bringing in new people and players keeping the same mentality, you know what I mean, counterproductive to what we're trying to do. So, and usually, when new coaches come in, there's a kind of like a weeding out process. Because you got to work with the guys that's buying in. Guys that's not buying in, regardless of how good they are, you either have to sit their butt down or get rid of them. You
Who we
have to
getting rid
have
of
guys
though?
that buy in, and you work with that, and then
Is
from
D-
that point,
Let me ask you a question. Since you're
mhm.
buying in, is DJ buying in? You missed the conversation before you jumped on. Is DJ
Well,
buying in?
I kind of know what I kind of know what the storyline is with DJ. I mean, as far as his bad body language and the things that's been going on with him. I think DJ, he's a guy that wants to win. I don't knock that, but I think he wants to be the reason.
Yeah, okay, but he wants to win, but he's never been on a winning team.
Absolutely, I agree with you there. I mean, I think he was on that 15-win team in Carolina.
Nope.
He
No,
wasn't there yet.
no, I
Nope.
don't think he was.
Okay,
No,
okay. Hey, cool. But he hasn't been, and he wants the ball. But the thing with DJ, when you don't get the ball, and that's what being touched on this week, the body language, bro.
hundred
Even
percent.
last year, No one checked him for walking off the field prematurely last year
Yep,
when the play didn't go right.
I
Right.
remember that.
But and Ben Johnson touched on another thing. Receivers, if you want the ball, we need to see your effort off the line of scrimmage. You know, you need to get to where you're supposed to be by the time this young man makes his drop, the end of his drop. You know, because if you look at the tape, you've seen a lot of guys, Coastal Loveland being one, of not even completed the route by the time, you know, Caleb has made his, you know what I'm saying, dropped his back foot. You know, and the offensive line hasn't been great. We know what's going on the left side. We know what's going on there. I think, you know, at this point, the guy keeps getting pushed back. You're not seeing the results you're looking for. He's not getting better per week. You know, you got to replace him, regardless of whoever's over on that side. Because
That's why I
at
got
this
to go
point,
back
it's
to
not getting no
polls.
better.
I got to go
And,
back to polls. And why aren't you drafting a true left tackle? You want to keep
well,
drafting these right tackles that we're going to try to make him a left tackle.
yeah, and
Draft a pure left tackle.
but you know what? Washington is dealing with the same thing. They drafted Josh Connolly out of Oregon, pure left tackle. Guess where he's playing at? He's playing on the right side.
Well,
You know, listen, I've seen situations where guys are versatile enough to do that. I can't explain to you why Poles chose to go that route because in my mind, I wanted Ursery out of Minnesota.
that's exactly. I was just going to say
And
the
he's doing
Minnesota kid.
well.
Look at him now.
I
And we may have
wanted
picked
Don-
up. We picked
I wanted
Berman.
guys like I wanted guys like Donovan Jackson out of Ohio State. You know, Josh Simmons. You know, those type of guys. But Poles saw it differently.
How's
He's
this game going? How's this game going? I just got back in. What are we doing here? That looks like the Dolphins are driving. We're in the red zone, right, fellas?
I actually have the Cubs game on. I got to throw on another
Oh
TV.
yeah, Tua, first down. We're at about the 8-7 yard line right here. Washington just caught a little nice. I like that. Oh, flag on the play.
Touchdown, Tyreek Hill.
Yes,
Okay.
fantasy. Oh, sorry.
About
Oh,
time.
you got Tyreek.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm trying to trade him.
Yeah.
Well,
When
I
I
wish I was
dropped
in your
out for
league.
a
I
few
would
minutes,
definitely take him.
I had to go. I had to go put him in because I was undecided between him and Meyer from
Raiders tight end.
uh, Raiders, and I had Meyer in the lineup, and I just popped out to put Tyreek in.
Yeah.
My flexing him.
Whoa. Heavy dose of yeah, backfield this game. Look at him. Interesting. 3rd and 1. This is do or die here. They need to score. You got to get points on the board when you're playing a team like the Bills. The NFL is you can't just settle for 3 points.
You know how much money Vegas is going to win if Dolphins come out and pull this off?
There's another guy I want the Bears to draft right there. Ollie
Oh,
Gordon. Ollie Gordon out of Oregon State.
Running back.
Running back. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, we got what's his McGun guy? I don't even know how to say the dude's name.
Mananga.
Yeah, but you can't. Where was he? We got to give him more touches.
Yeah, I think,
I think that's coming.
yeah. And
That might
believe it or
be
not,
that might be the guy you guys asked about earlier. That might be the guy you asked about earlier. It might be the whole Swift thing, and Monangai might be the outlier that takes over.
yeah, Swift, they say Swift is dealing with a quad. But
There you
I'm
go.
not only Manunga, I think um people are going to see Rashawn Johnson too.
He
I
has to
wouldn't
stay
mind that.
healthy. He has to stay healthy, though. I love Roshan. That kid's a pounder.
Not a fan, but he has to
Man,
stay healthy. I'm with you.
get in there. Oh, man.
Yeah, I think we will. Because Dallas is
I'm a
Dallas is,
fan of Roshan.
yeah.
The kid can pound the ball. He just can't stay healthy.
Yeah, I'm a fan of healthy right now. I gotta.
I wasn't a fan of the Swift trade when we got Swift.
Oh my gosh,
Why get it?
I
I
hear
was
you, bro.
I
I
was
hear you.
fine with that.
I hear you.
You
I
should have
wasn't.
never. You
I
should
didn't
have
like his
never got
trainer.
even. Should have never got rid of Howard for the first part.
No,
Well, Howard was finished, man. He didn't have a
I
There
was
it
hit.
hoping
is.
they was going to take
Touchdown.
Henry when he was
There's your boy,
available.
dude.
oh my gosh, Henry would have been great, Ed.
There's your boy. Gordon with the touchdown.
What the
And
heck?
honestly, Henry or
Must be in slow mo here.
Barkley, neither one of them got all that much more money than we paid Swift.
Yeah.
How the heck?
Saquon got paid now, boy.
How the heck is south of 30 getting a
No,
better
yeah.
freaking deal
Hey,
than
brother,
me?
I'm south of the river now, man.
Yeah, you got a better connection than I do. What's going on here? I got well. Are they playing in Miami? Maybe it's because it's closer to
Nah, and
Miami.
Buffalo.
Oh, it's Buffalo.
Oh, well, I ain't got no excuses then. I just got a bad service.
And Buffalo is not very good versus the run. Oh,
Yeah, I'm watching Prime via uh what do they call that, streaming. So, ooh.
I had a, I got to get a couple TVs going on. I had to watch these Cubs do it.
Hey, if you guys ever want to crash a place, and just for the record, Matt, I have not told them where you live. I'm just saying what it's about. If you guys ever want to
I
watch a
got some
game, that's
TVs.
where it's at. And the guy's cooking nonstop when I was there, but neighbors were
Now you're
coming
talking.
by, grabbing food, and he was cooking,
That's only
grilling.
I only got three going now, but I got two more there and another one over there.
It's crazy, dude. It's awesome.
Uh, we gotta back with these Bears. If we come out
Yeah.
and now is the rain going to be a factor Sunday? Because I heard rain's coming in around 4 o'clock.
can't
Well,
control can't control the weather, man.
You can't
I,
control the weather, but what's our run game like? Because that's going to be more run game, obviously, right?
I think. Listen, I don't think the run game has to be 4 yards to carry. I don't believe that has to be the case.
Yeah.
But I do think we have to show the willingness to run. And we can't allow the game to get away from us where we have to continuously pass.
Let's not do two quarterback sneaks on, second and one, third and one, and our, third and one and fourth and one.
But
Let's not do that because if it
you,
doesn't
you
work
know
the
what
first
that
time,
tells me? You know what that
right.
tells me? That tells me that he's not sold on Swift. We don't
Well,
have to get 4 yards of carry.
no, 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 because it's true.
Mm.
You don't have to have a great yards per carry in the run game. You have to show the willingness to do it because if you keep doing it, that's when that yards per carry gets higher.
No, I
Because you
agree. I
you
agree if you're a normal team, but everybody knows we can't run the football, so they're expecting less than 4 yards of carry.
they
They're
can expect what
expecting
they
it.
want, and but if we show the willingness to, and listen, the Detroit game, Swift started out pretty good with that,
No,
but
but he
it's
had like
getting
after
5 yards per carry.
after the fumble, things got crazy because Detroit offensively just turned it up a notch.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I don't care anybody that has good carrying abilities that takes protect the ball. You get hit like that, it's gonna come out. I mean, not all the time, but there's a really good chance you get hit like that, the ball's gonna come out. It wasn't like he was carrying it like a loaf of bread.
Yeah, but as a runner, that's your
No, it
number
was a
one
good hit.
That was a
responsibility to
really
take
good
care of
hit. I
football.
don't care what anybody says.
If any of you
Oh,
guys watched the movie The Program back in the day,
yeah, yeah. Watch the
you see what I'm
program.
saying? You don't
Oh
let that
my!
ball go.
No,
Nah,
no.
yeah, as a runner, that's your number one priority to
But
take
I'm
care of the
not
4
100%.
I'm not co-signing on anything else unless it's a hard hit. Then I'm like, okay. If it
Yeah,
was a loaf of bread and he's just carrying it out there and being, but that was a good hit, man. I
Do you
need
think?
hits like that from the Chicago Bears on defense is what I
Do you
need.
think? Do you think Ben Johnson is gonna have that Dan Campbell feeling with Matt Eberflus coming back, which I haven't heard his name mentioned all day.
You know what? It's kind of a weird. I'm glad that you mentioned that because I've been pondering that for a while, and I just feel like it's just kind of like an under the radar thing that's happening. I mean, it blips up a
Hey,
little bit, but it's nothing that's like a major
well,
ping, you know?
I
Yeah.
heard that he's in the office of room as well, giving them tidbits on Caleb Williams. So that should be interesting as well.
Yeah, that's cool to know. That's some bulletin board material.
Exactly,
I mean,
exactly.
but if you guys seen the Eberflus interview, um, this offseason when he did an interview with the Dallas media over there, he said he gave the Bears a lot of bulletin board material.
Yeah,
And
he did. Yeah,
I've
he did.
already declared this week a belt to ass situation when it came down to him and the Cowboys because of the things he said in that interview. Um, it was one of our older shows, right before training camp started. We were going over the schedule.
Yeah, I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about. Yep.
I declared this week versus Dallas a belt to ass situation week.
Got to.
I mean, they're ranked 27th and giving up for passes, so that you're not hearing much about stopping the run. So they must be pretty good at stopping the run over the pass, or just what worse on pass defense. It's like 27th is what they're giving up on most yards. So I mean, you know how to attack that. I mean, you could see that, but here's my question. When you listen, and this is what's been weighing on me for a while, and I know this is often another team and a different whatever, but it's still the NFC North, Matt. And this really fires me up because Lance Briggs did this once too. I don't know if you guys remember. We were 5-0. He had all kinds of tackles. I think it was leading the league in tackles, if I'm not mistaken. And he
Hmm.
started talking. He said something about 85 Bears, and I said, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! Calm down, okay." Now this guy isn't really saying all that, but he's saying that he thinks that the left tackle for the Packers, he he says that it does not even feel. He's saying it as exact, like it's going to happen. He's speaking this into existence, like it's already done deal that they're going undefeated, and I'm like, wow. Like you don't. I'm sorry, dude, but now people are checking you off on you know, they're circling you on the calendar, Darius.
Have you looked at the Packers schedule?
I mean,
They
it's
got
got
the
to be
same
really
schedule
close
we
to us,
have.
bro. It's got to be
Not
really
as
close.
much. Not as much. They still have a
How?
couple
We
different
all
games
play the
different than
same
us.
people, right?
No, they'll play one or they play a couple. They play the Eagles in week 9.
Well,
We
listen,
don't.
listen, listen. I see what you're saying, Matt, and I respect where you're coming from, but hear me out. If we're second worst, they can't be that weak of a schedule if we're
No,
supposed
I'm
to
not
be
saying it's weak, but they
inferior.
do have a couple different games of the schedule. It's a
Okay.
couple different strengths of it, and I
Yeah.
honestly think the what they play the Browns. I mean, we don't even play the Browns this year,
This is why I wanted
Hmm.
Cook, fellas. I keep records too. I keep
and
records too.
it's like okay that the Packers are going to beat the piss out of the Browns this week.
I hear you.
What they've been doing, I really hope not,
The Browns got a
and
good
by
defense.
all means, but I mean, the Packers from the strength of the schedule, because I've been looking at that, and I see them going 8-0. Unfortunately, and
Oh
but then
my
they got that
gosh.
they got the Eagles, and then the Eagles week 9. I think it's week 9 they have them,
Mm.
and then the
So
Eagles let the Eagles put them down, and then start. Hopefully, they fall. I
so
don't think
Matt,
Jordan Love's a good quarterback. I don't think he's got it.
what are you telling me? What are you telling me? Are you saying this left tackle, this rookie, is okay? You're okay with your co-signing on him saying that?
No, I'm not saying it's okay because I don't think they're going undefeated.
Okay.
Mm. You
But
don't.
they,
You say you don't think Jordan Love's a good quarterback.
I don't think he is. I think Caleb has more potential.
Yeah, but yeah, that's not potential has gotten people fired and make people even more disappointed.
I
But
will say this: when he
Potentially
is
means he ain't done
pressured,
shit yet.
he has been known. What was it, 52% or 57? It was low. It was very low percentage. This guy is awful when he gets pressure. Now, right
most
now, he hasn't getting a lot of pressure. I'd like to see what happens with Kraft. Now he said he's go. He had a little tweak in the knee. He's a little concerned, whatever that
Mhm.
means. Things like this that happen, and and it for whatever reason it does happen to the Packers offensive line, and they didn't for whatever reason they haven't got that pressure on him, but he does get rattled really easily, man, and he is awful when he gets pressure.
and that's
But we
my
seen we
defense.
seen the best of them. We seen the best quarterbacks get rattled under pressure. You seen Pat Mahomes last year in the Super Bowl. We seen Jared Goff.
I want to focus on Love.
No, I'm just saying. But when you talking about the quarterback position, we've even seen Tom Brady crumble when he getting pressure.
I don't want to compare Love to Tom
We're
Brady.
not
I'm saying
comparing
the
that.
Green Bay Packers
We're
quarterback is
comparing the
awful
quarterback
under
position though.
pressure.
We're comparing the quarterback
But
position.
is his numbers as awful as the others? Is Tom
He
Brady's
can't. Love
pre-
doesn't have what Stafford has. What
is Tom Brady's pressure rate when he gets pressured? Does his percentage go down to 52% when
It
he's
may,
getting?
it may,
Well, I
if
don't.
you
I
want to
can't
do it
go
in
off of May.
totality.
I need whole numbers here.
I
We're
mean,
gonna
hey,
argue.
listen, man. But what we do know about the quarterback position, that's why it's so
Ah,
important.
Kincaid, man.
That's
Sorry.
why it's so important that you get pressure. That's why people preach pressure because it rattles quarterback. It definitely rattled Peyton Manning. We seen that,
Um,
and he's one of the best.
I
He's
think
one of
somebody really likes Love on this panel, but
no. It's not that. It's not about liking love. It's about just knowing. It's
yeah.
no,
about knowing. If you
no.
Well,
put pressure on the
Are you
quarterback,
telling me Love's a top 10 quarterback?
it sounds like it.
I'm not telling you that, but we've seen Love put up 32 touchdowns and throw for over 4,000 yards
Who's he
How did
playing?
he do against
Who's
the
he
Bears
playing?
last
without a
game of
number.
the
Who's his
season?
number one receiver?
Isn't he hurt now?
It
He
ain't Reed.
but that number one receiver has never had 1,000 yards in a season.
Oh God.
I think when your defense is on, this is because if your defense is
Yeah.
off the field and like you make them plays and your offense can keep on getting them reps and getting them reps, you're gonna make plays to happen.
I'm
Grace
sorry.
it did. Grace Grossman never did it.
What's Mr.
Rex is our
Small
quarterback.
Hands?
Huh?
Rex Grossman's
Listen,
got the hands of my 10-year-old.
regardless of what his hands are like,
Come
he
on, he
played the
can't throw a
quarterback.
ball. The
He played
Bears
the
are
quarterback position with a great defense. He played the
Kyle,
quarterback position behind a great defense.
Kyle Orton brought us to that Super Bowl because Rex Grossman was hurt half the damn year.
Nah, you're wrong.
Mm.
Cal Orton never touched the field that year. Now, in 05 you talking about. But in 06, when they went to the Super Bowl, Cal Orton didn't touch that field.
He touched that field.
Nope.
He didn't.
Mm-mm.
I have to look that one up.
Grossman had 23 touchdowns, 20 interceptions, and blown off the top of my head that year.
Right. You're absolutely right, T. Fields.
And
According to
but
Mark
what pissed me off
Greco,
about that team is that Devin Hester gave that team 50 yards to work with on offense, and they didn't really capitalize.
There you go.
Well, I'll tell you what. I didn't know exactly how I was going to approach. Adam Rank asked me to come on his show for the NFL Network tomorrow, and I said, you know what? I didn't know what I was going to talk about, but I think he's from Illinois, Iowa, and lives in California now. I want to talk to him
Yeah,
about
he's
this
got money
love,
now, bro.
huh?
He's got money now.
I want to ask him about this Jordan Love and what he thinks about it, man.
I think
Listen,
Jordan Love is enough to get you to the Super Bowl.
hell yeah, he
If
is.
Jalen Hurts can get you to the Super Bowl,
I
Hell
don't
yeah.
win you
I
games with going not throwing 100 yards,
I can
he
tell
can
you
do it.
this. Jordan Love is a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts.
I agree.
No, no way,
Shit.
bro.
no
Okay.
way,
Get the
Man,
no way,
fuck
please.
out of
no
here.
way.
Okay. Man, all right.
I think
Look
Jalen
what
Hurts
Jalen
getting
Hurts.
worse.
Jalen Hurts has the best of everything over there.
You know what? He's making me feel. Hey, you know what Darius is doing right now,
You
Matt?
guys,
He's making
look,
me feel a lot better about the Packers and how these
I
wheels are going to fall off here shortly. I don't
I
feel
dislike
so
the
worried
Packers as
about the
much as the
Packers
next
no
man.
more.
I dislike the Packers as much as the next man as a Bears fan.
Besides
But
that Jordan Love picture hanging above your bed.
at some at at some point you have to give credit where it's due.
Exactly.
At
Man,
some
dude.
point,
Yo,
Jordan
I
Love has given the Green Bay Packers At the end of the year, his numbers were 32 touchdowns, maybe 12 or 13 interceptions, with 4,000 yards, without having a number one receiver.
And what makes this more frustrating to me as a Bear fan?
He had a run
He
game
about
though
to do
too. Josh
another
Jacobs.
10 to 15 years of this.
Man, look, you
The
can't
That
only
keep
doesn't open
quarterback that
anything
I
up.
can
listen,
respect.
when we're talking about this guy, you can't keep moving the goalposts with it, because those
Hey,
numbers that I spoke about were before Josh Jacobs came.
here's the numbers that I respect is for the Detroit Lions and Jared Goff. That's the only ops that I respect in our division right now.
But
Now, if you
even
had if you had Cousins back, we could talk about that. But that's it. But
but
ifs or
Jordan
fits
Love
and
puts up Cousins type numbers.
if love is what got them to stall.
Come on,
He is
bro.
what got them to stall. They did not get any further. The Bears won. That was great. We got that win in January. He was awful. That's all I know.
He got hurt in the middle of the game.
We're undefeated. Yeah, we're
But
undefeated
at the
at
end of the day, we're
Lambeau
just talking about
against
quarterbacks, man.
Jordan
Yeah.
Love
Jared Goff don't
into
like to play
2025.
football under 30-degree weather. That's a
No,
fact.
Jordan Love beat us. Oh, you said 2005. My bad.
That's a fact.
What
Jared Goff
about
don't like
cold
to play
weather
in
in
cold.
football? What about cold weather in football?
Jared Goff doesn't like playing in the cold. That's
Well,
a
what
fact.
the? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's get it right. Let's figure it out for him.
That's a fact.
Let's make it better for him.
He doesn't play in cold. He doesn't play well in cold weather games. He doesn't.
There. Hey, even more of a reason
He
for me
doesn't have to. He's
to
in a dome.
It doesn't
doubt him.
matter.
Yeah. I mean,
But when he
playoffs.
play, he's gonna have to play outside when he sees us, doesn't he?
He's gonna have to play in Green Bay when we beat him, and he got injured.
Yeah, he got injured. But what about the 2 years prior? In week one, we all seen what Jordan Love did to the Bears in week one before Caleb got here. We all seen that.
January 2025, Cairo Santos, baby.
Man, that's what you
Cairo
lean on.
Santos,
If you,
baby.
I think Jordan Love he left that game, didn't
Is
he?
this a Packer show? Oh my
Man, I'm
goodness.
just talking about the quarterback position, bro. Y'all trying to, if that man played for any other team, y'all would like him.
No.
No,
But he plays for the
not
Packers,
really.
so y'all gonna drag it on him.
And how's it? You know what? They've had three quarterbacks now in the past, 28,
What's
29
there to
years.
like about him?
There
But
you go.
He's
they have a
average at
quarterback
best.
somehow, some way, even with Jordan Love's bum ass, he makes it happen.
Man ain't a bum. That's why.
Oh man.
At a certain point, listen, guys. At a certain point, you have to give a guy credit, man. You have to.
Well, I will once he deserves it. He don't deserve it
What?
right now.
He's taking his team to the playoffs, ain't he?
Oh my gosh. He was a passenger, not the driver.
Oh my God. So you mean to tell me if a guy throws 32 touchdowns, he's not the driver?
No.
30, what
Oh
year are you
shit.
talking? What year are you
Man, you
talking
got your
about 30
mind,
years?
man.
What
Hey
year are you
man, you
talking
out
about
your mind,
32?
man. You
What
out your
year?
mind, man.
What
You are
year?
out of your mind.
Tell me what year, because you said it wasn't with Josh Jacobs. So what year was it when he threw 32 touchdowns? Because Josh Jacobs opened up Love to fucking have him throw that ball like that.
Okay.
Well,
So
okay,
look,
what? No, I'm asking you a question. You're the stat
I'm
guy. You
gonna
said.
tell you.
Tell me.
So,
No, tell me.
so you mean to tell me
I mean to tell you, Josh Jacobs
in
makes Love
2023,
good.
in 2023, was Josh Jacob with the Packers? No, he was not.
No.
Right. In 2023, 25-year-old Jordan Love threw for 4,100 yards, 32 touchdowns, and 11 picks.
What did he do last year? How
He
many
went 11.
touchdowns did he have last year? How
He
many
went
yards?
11-6 last year.
How many yards did he have last year? 3,300. 3,300. You want me to get excited about 3,300 when my
He was hurt
quarterback,
most of the
as a
year.
rookie, had more
Tracks.
yards and
Tracks.
almost
He
more
was hurt.
touchdowns?
Tracks. The man was hurt most of the
I
year.
don't care. I
What
don't
do you
care. My
mean? You got to
quarterback
be
had
there.
68 sacks on him. My quarterback had 68 sacks on him.
But your
And
quarterback also had games when he struggled to throw for 120 yards too.
Dude,
Let's talk
your
about it.
quarterback,
Let's talk
your
about it. No, 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 no,
savior
no, no,
had
no, 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 no.
3,300 yards
Listen,
and
listen.
25 touchdowns.
Hey man, y'all ain't finna get me. I love Caleb too, but you're not gonna get me to shit on Jordan Love. I'm not gonna do it.
You don't have to, but I mean, you're praising him, and he's not
Listen,
even the best quarterback in the NFL right now. I
nobody
don't even know if
said
he's
that,
top 5.
but
I asked you if he was a top 10, and you still
in
couldn't answer
15
that.
games last
3,300
year,
yards last year,
in
25
15 games,
touchdowns.
in 15 games last year, 25 touchdowns, 11 picks, 3,300 yards. I'm not mad at that.
You're not mad. Well, that
I'm not
doesn't.
mad
Seventy-two
at
That's
that.
yards.
not a ringing endorsement
What's
because you're
wrong
not
with that?
mad.
What's wrong with that?
It's not a ringing endorsement.
What's wrong with it though? Tell me.
Not a fan. I don't good offensive line.
Man, come on, man. Y'all, I mean, cause you want to tell me that Jalen Hurts is so great, he has the best offensive line. He has the best running back. You know what I'm saying? So we can't base it off of that. We can't base it off of that.
Jalen Hurts came into the league as a stud from the get go.
Jalen
Oh,
Hurts
really? He
came
was a
into the
second round
league.
pick.
Jalen Hurts came to the league watching, just like Jordan Love came to the league watching. Both of them sat on the bench and watched.
How long did Jalen Hurts sit? He did not
Jalen
sit a
Hurts
season.
said,
He
Oh
did
my
not sit a
gosh. How
season.
did this turn into
he's
a
listen,
freaking
man.
Jordan Love watch party for the freaking Dolphins
But you
and
can't,
Bills?
you
What's
just
up?
can't hate. You know, I'm sitting up here listening to you guys hate
Oh,
on the good quarterback, man. That's crazy.
He's not a top 10.
He doesn't have to be a top 10.
Who's
But
your
you mean to
quarterback
tell me
better?
because he's not top 10 doesn't mean he's good. If you want to put Jalen Hurts in top 10,
I'm
Jordan
gonna
Love's the
share
top
this.
10 quarterback.
I'm sharing this Bears show
Jalen Hurts won a Super Bowl.
with the Packers groups.
Man, come on, man.
Come on, what? I
Come
mean,
on, man. Jalen Hurts won a Super Bowl with
so
Saquon
wait,
Barkley
so
rushing for over
Eli
2,000
shouldn't make the
yards.
Hall of Fame because he won 2 Super Bowls, right? And you're one of them. Eli shouldn't have made the Super because he probably wasn't a top 10 in someone's eyes either. But
No,
he
he
won two
No
wasn't.
one's
Super
saying
Bowls.
Eli's trash either, though. No one's saying Eli's a bad quarterback. Nobody's saying that.
But your shit ain't added up
But
when you're talking about it.
but for you to
Kind
tell
of.
me that Jordan Love, for you to tell me that Jordan Love is trash,
I'm not a fan. That's what I said.
clearly,
Definitely not a fan.
because you guys are frowning up at 32 TD passes,
You're talking
saying
3
that he was
years
a
ago.
saying that he was a bus driver. I mean, he was a
Three
bus rider. He
three
was a
years
rider
ago.
with
You
32
keep
TD
talking about these
passes
32 touchdowns from 3 years ago. You know what I did
2
in the
years
past
ago.
3 years?
Listen,
Hey,
okay,
did you pick him
last
for your
year,
fantasy quarterback? Is he your starting
He
fantasy
must have won you a
quarterback?
Super Bowl that year,
last
dog.
year, last year,
Hey, yeah,
Jordan.
okay.
Let's
He
talk
better
about
be. I'm
last
gonna
year.
go look at your. If he's your fantasy quarterback guy, then I'm okay with it.
It doesn't matter if he's my fantasy guy or
I
not.
already know he's
At the
not.
Hey,
He's
end of
is
the
he your
nobody.
day,
fantasy quarterback though?
at the end of the day, Jordan Love last year in 15 games threw 25 touchdowns.
Is he your fantasy quarterback? I just want to know that.
No, he's not.
All right, for sure.
But
He wasn't even on his radar for like
it
top
doesn't
10.
mean, you
Guarantee you he
know,
wasn't top 10.
it doesn't mean that he's bad. It
Somehow,
doesn't
some
mean
way, the
that.
Packers figure it out with their quarterbacks. I don't know how. I don't know why, but it
They all
happens.
sit. They all sit and watch.
And you know what? You're
Right.
you're you're right on half to that, but now look at these days. Football's kind of changed, and you have quarterbacks coming in. They're playing from the jump, and they're still winning games.
Yeah.
And
Here's
now, but
here's
like, and did Love learn off a great quarterback? Unfortunately, Rodgers was a great quarterback, and he learned off Rodgers, and
And
that's why
who did Rodgers learn from?
100%, a hundred
Who did
percent,
Steve Young learn from?
yes, sir.
Like, come on, man. You like we can't move that.
And
We
now, but
can't
now,
move the goalposts.
look how many quarterbacks we
does
have
that mean
had.
Jerry Garcia was supposed to be that freaking great for the freaking Niners because he learned off of Steve Young? Come on, man.
I
We
But
didn't,
did
hey
move
man,
that.
I
They
didn't
moved
say
that
that.
for you.
I didn't say that. I didn't listen.
not
I
everybody's
just
got a shoe up their ass and that can do that.
Yeah.
I just
At some
piggyback
point,
off of
it's
what was
Troy
said.
Aikman,
But look what happens to us when we
Walter
have
Payton.
30 quarterbacks
Okay,
in how many years? We can't learn
let's
off
go.
it.
Let's go through the quarterbacks because I'm right
Here's
here
my
with
list
you.
of
Let's go
quarterbacks
through
that I
them.
would pick well before Jordan Love: Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson,
MVP,
Josh
MVP,
Allen, Joe Burrow,
MVP.
Jaden Daniels, Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, Matthew Stafford, and even C.J. Stroud. Those are the guys I'd pick
And
well
you are out
before
of
Jordan Love.
you are out of your mind.
Are you
No,
You know what?
definitely
really?
not.
I,
You are out of your
I think
mind.
I think Joe Burrow is a better quarterback, but that dude stayed hurt.
Yeah, he's injury prone, and I agree.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud, CJ Stroud, no. Jalen Hurts, no.
Dude, that's
Man,
what
come
got
on,
me.
man. Come on, man.
That's crazy.
Hurts is a better quarterback than
Man,
Love.
please,
Hands down.
man.
Hands down.
Man, please. Hurts is not a better quarterback
The
than
only
Jordan
one I
Love,
would
man.
question is maybe the CJ Stroud, but Stroud's got some boss mentality.
Yeah, all right.
But he ain't been the same since that rookie year, and that's how I feel Jaden Daniels about to do. He's not
And
gonna
I
be the
agree
same
with
old
that.
boy.
Absolutely, T.
And
Phil.
I agree with that. I
But I do
absolutely
like how
Absolutely.
Burrow was the passing leader of 2024, and he had nearly double the yards of your Lord and Savior Jordan Love over there
Nobody's comparing him to Joe Burrow. Nobody's
as he's
comparing him to
injured.
that.
As he's injured and still the passing leader.
And I guarantee you, Jordan Love have a better year than him this year.
You're
Guarantee.
I,
crazy.
you think maybe the motherfucker's out for the
That
rest of
you
the
need to
year?
put
I
him
think
with
he's
the
out for the
left
year.
hand, and he might. There's no way.
So, like, what is the comparison, bro? I'm not comparing Jordan Love to that. But what I'm telling you, Jalen Hurts, C.J. Stroud, give me Jordan Love.
Mm.
One thing I can say
Matt
about the
Stafford,
quarterback,
give me
the
Jordan
quarter,
Love.
the
No
quarter,
way, dude. Stafford's a stud.
Oh yeah.
He was.
What is he
yeah,
doing right now, dude? He is now. Wait, he's got Devontae. He is lighting it
He
up.
got Devon. Absolute. There's a guy. Let's talk about Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford was in Detroit for the longest. He had one of the greatest wide receivers ever and
Megatron,
couldn't make the playoffs.
100%. But
Could
wait,
not make the playoffs.
but you know what? Maybe Peanut Tillman had something to do with that, ripping the ball out of some hands and shit. Let's go,
Well,
Bears.
Calvin's in the Hall of Fame. Peanut's not.
He should
yeah,
be.
yeah,
We
yeah.
can't go by
Anybody
what
that
should,
punches
bro.
anybody that punches the ball, what do you call it? He changed the game.
Yep.
He
He's a
changed the game.
punch.
Yeah. Listen.
If you don't change the
Changing
game,
the
you don't deserve
game,
it.
yeah, that's cool. But how many quarterbacks go? I mean, how many cornerbacks have went into the hall since Peanut retired? His name ain't been called. His name ain't been mentioned. Now I
Oh, it's
love
been
Peanut
mentioned.
Tillman.
Hold up, it's been mentioned.
I love
La-
Peanut Tillman too.
Last year was his
But
first ballot. Last year was his first ballot.
he's not
Hey,
Hall
you
of
guys are
Fame. He's
right.
not
You
Hall of
guys are
Fame caliber.
right. Stafford only had 3,600 yards, and he was 36 years old. Still better yards than Love, and that's what everything Love's got not to do with it.
as
Stafford
Mic
is going
drop.
to.
as if Matt Stafford ain't got weapons all over that field,
10 and
man. Come
6,
He
on, bro.
does.
baby.
You
He
tripping,
does. And
bro.
you got
Jordan Love doesn't have that and still putting up those numbers. What are you guys talking about?
Puka and you got Adams right
Come on,
now.
guys.
You got Puka and Adams going in, and the
And
Rams could be
before
a
then,
force
you
to
had
reckon with.
Cooper Cup, bro.
But
Come on, man.
I didn't hear to mention your top 10 of my boy, and I'm glad he's doing fantastic in Tampa, Mr. Baker Mayfield.
Oh, I
Oh,
love
Baker's
me
doing
some
dude,
Baker.
awesome.
he's out
I
there
love me some
balling.
Baker.
Shout out to
And
Baker's
Baker
out there
Mayfield.
balling.
I
he's the
take
reason
Baker with
why
a left
I
hand
hate to give up on
and
quarterbacks
limping
early.
with a groin pull over Jordan Love,
But I guarantee if Baker
some
was
guy
a
to
Packer,
Taco
you
Bell,
wouldn't be saying
Benji.
that. If Baker was a Packer, you wouldn't be saying that. That's a
If
fact.
if Baker started off in Chicago, he would have been gone already, just like he was
Right.
with Cleveland.
Come on, Fields. Why?
Baker
Because we
started his momentum with the Rams when he made that push.
exactly, and he got
Baker
yep.
had a good season with Cleveland when they went to the playoffs. They won 11 games. That was to me that was one of his best years.
I love
What?
me some.
But according to last year, I mean, other than last year he had a hell of a year.
I'm gonna say last year was his best season ever.
I gotta call Jim Miller because he gonna laugh when we talk to Darius about how my favorite tight end in the NFL is Kraft, and he's a Packer.
Yeah, Trucker Craft's a good tight end.
Hey, I'm
Well,
a boy.
yeah,
Look good.
but that has nothing to do with a horrible. He'd have more yards if it wasn't Jordan Love throwing to him. That's a fact.
Okay, you must didn't watch the
The guy
game
needs a
last week.
C.
Yeah, I say he tore it up
Yeah,
last week, dog.
yeah.
Speaking
Get
of
out of
tight
here,
ends,
man.
I was
Get out of
begging
here.
that the Bears drafted
He
Brock
could do
Browns
better.
last
That's all
year.
I'm saying.
Man, please. I
I think
mean, it's a
I think what's the backup Malik? I think he's better than Jordan Love.
yeah, all right.
That's what Malik played in high
Yeah, all
school in
right. I
Atlanta.
mean, all right. You don't believe that. You just trying to stir somebody up, man. Ain't
No, I
nobody
just
believe
don't
that.
like Jordan Love at
You
all,
you
dude.
don't believe. Yeah,
He's
yeah, yeah. All right.
I don't believe in listen. I don't believe in getting excited about listen. It's National Cheeseburger Day and McDonald's threw you a 39-cent cheeseburger. I didn't get excited about that one.
I
Okay.
did. Shit, I'll be fucking piling up. I got kids, bro. I got kids, dog.
I did get excited about what do you call it with the butter burger where you buy one and get the other one for a deal. I got excited about the Culvers.
Maybe I'm just a hater, dude, and I'm definitely a Packer hater. Definitely a
That's
Packer
all you got to
hater.
say, bro. That's all you got
Definitely
to
a
say.
Packer hater. And what kills me the most is we've never had a winning quarterback. Never. I mean,
I
since I've been
mean,
alive.
just say that though, man.
And
You
it
can't
hurts,
sit up here.
but I still, and this is my honest football opinion, is I don't think Love is a top 10 quarterback.
Going into these two games, bro, this season alone, the man got 120 rating, quarterback rating. 4 touchdowns, no
Oh, nice
interceptions,
pass. Nice pass.
480 yards
That
in 2 games.
that
You know
little
why
shuffle
though?
pass that
What I go back to is look at his defense. The Packers have a phenomenal defense this year, and it's very
And
scary.
what does Philly have?
Yes. So
What does Denver have?
they
what
don't have the pass rush that the Packers have. I guarantee you, Philly, they had
They don't have
41
the
sacks to
names,
our
but
39.
going into this season, Denver was ranked
I'd
one of
put the
the top
money,
I'm going
I'll
defenses
back
in
to
the
put the
Philly.
league.
money line
Philly
on
only had
anything
41 sacks. The Bears had 39.
that
They had
you
two
want to.
more
If you
Super
want to
Bowl
say,
champions.
you keep on saying you keep want to comparison Hurts to fucking Love. I put the money that when Philly goes to Lambeau and beats the piss out of them week 9, it's gonna happen.
Oh yeah,
And Jalen Hurts throws for
destroyed.
112 yards.
Oh, and you're going back to last week just because Jones said you can't even throw for 100 yards. He don't need
Not
to, dog.
last week. It's the reason why Philly keeps piling up these running backs to keep the ball out of Jalen Hurts' hands. It's
You
a
know
reason why they're doing that.
that goes back to
It's
the
the reason why
GM.
they brought Saquon in there to
That goes
keep the
back to the
ball out of
GM.
Jordan Love's hands.
That goes
Because
back to
Jordan
the
Love,
GM. Goes
because they know the
back.
personnel. The
They got
guy,
good personnel.
yeah, he knows his personnel. And he knows that coach is telling him he need to put a stud at running back to keep the ball from Jalen Hurts because they can't win when he's constantly throwing the ball.
You want to say stud at running back? So last year you thought you already knew Saquon was going to get 2 fucking racks at
Not 2 racks,
running.
but Saquon's a stud before he
Heard
got to
that?
Philly.
I get that, but you still think that Saquon was going to run for fucking 2 racks and just get it. He's
Again, Saquon was a stud before the Eagles. So
was.
regardless if he got
What he do the year
two
before?
rack,
He didn't do much.
2 rack because he was hurt.
He got hurt.
But the healthy year he had, Giants won a playoff game.
That's why guys, including Darius, wanted to keep me off of Saquon because he got hurt. But then when he looked good with the Eagles, now everybody's singing his praises, including Derrick Henry. The big guys they don't like because they get hurt, but then when they do good, they're like, "I told you we should have got a big guy."
I don't know what you're talking about, man. The Bears wasn't gonna pay Saquon what he wanted. We all knew that. You
No,
should have known that.
I think
Yeah, but
Saquon
you
wanted to
told me
go. I
because
think
the
Saquon
injury
wanted to
that
stay in the
concerned you.
division and shove it down the Giants' throat.
Well, it's a lot easier to do that when they're gonna pay you to do it.
They didn't
Especially when the
even pay
Giants
him much, though. They
when
didn't
the
even pay him
Giant
much.
but the Giants didn't want to pay him that.
No, they didn't.
That's
You
what I'm
got
saying to
and
you.
you got Jerry
Oh,
Jones saying he was washed up, and he's coming around here doing backflips off motherfuckers to fucking get first downs. Saquon still got
all
it.
right.
Saquon never lost it. Saquon issue was staying healthy.
Yes.
And that's why people didn't want us to sign him.
I didn't care if they signed him, but he wasn't gonna get 2,000 with the Bears.
Not with that
No, I was just
offensive
I
about to
was
line.
say
so
that.
big.
I
Hey,
was about to say.
I'm
I
telling you,
agree.
Matt, go look at the tapes. Go look at the tapes, Matt. Every time I brought up Saquon or Henry, everybody wanted to
Oh,
The
remind
I
Bears, that's what we're talking
everybody
about.
wanted to remind me of their injury list.
And the Bears wasn't gonna pay it, man.
Just like we talked about Jordan Love's injury list. They bring up the injury list of this
Jordan
Saquon and
Love
why,
played
but
15
Trex
games.
can't have Saquon.
Jordan Love played 15 games last year.
hey,
Do you
where'd
think
he
that
go
was
out at?
true?
Where he left the Bears game though.
He left the Bears game, sure enough.
That's right, baby.
Hey,
Our
did
Sure
you cry
enough.
Bears.
that day?
Hey, speak.
And that's
Speaking of
probably
our
the only
Bears.
reason why we won that game.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
speaking of, oh geez, forget about it. He was doing no good. Hey, I tell you, and go look at those tapes. He was not doing good that game. Look at the first two draft picks that the Bears did get though. The weapons that they got, they're both offensive athletic, right? Luther Burden, 22% of offensive snaps. Colson Loveland, 3 targets in 2 games. We need to use these guys, man. We need to use these guys. Look at what the good teams right now, like the Bills, are doing,
Well,
man.
even with the tight, look at Waller, what he's doing with the Colts.
Oh, Waller's in right now?
He killed it last week.
No, Waller's been on my bench, dude. He hasn't.
He
He
talking about
hasn't been.
Tyler
You're
Warren.
talking about
Yeah, Warren, my bad. Warren,
Warren.
yeah, Warren.
Warren.
Warren
I
killed
was
it
about to
last week
say
with the
I just
Colts.
got rid of freaking
Yeah,
Waller.
Warren killed it with the Colts.
Yeah,
But they're using them. It's like we have to use our tight ends,
yeah.
and our coach wants fucking 2 tight ends
Guy,
set. And
hey, guys, I do have some news to tell you, and I don't want to jinx myself, but I will tell you as much as I have right now. There is a potential, and I'm not even swinging it over fifty
Bears are getting
percent,
Jordan Love.
but I feel good about it. I feel good about it. No, not at all. I would feel awful about. I wouldn't even be able to sleep tonight. I'd be like, Darius, what'd you do? No, that Colston might be on our show.
Oh, awesome.
Great.
Yeah, yeah, yep. And I might even be able to help him with a paid appearance. But like I said, well, I'll find out more on Sunday because he's got some connections or some things going on in town, and I'm gonna find out more. So hopefully, I'll yes or no, I'll have an answer for you next week. So keep your fingers
That's
crossed,
what's
man,
up.
because that'll be really cool. Because Kenneth Grant is a buddy of his, and then I think Colston Loveland has a really good. There's a lot of people that like Colston. Let's just say that it's like, but I would just love all in of itself to have Colston, especially. You guys remember that song that he did on HBO that where he did that little dance and stuff and all of that song like that was like one of my most popular reels that we had on Chicago Sports Podcast, guys. He actually could sing pretty good,
Yeah.
man. He's an entertainer. So that would be cool to have him on,
Yeah.
guys.
Real cool.
That would
But
be awesome.
and then that's a guy that's a guy right there too. Like think about it. Could you imagine if he would have went to a team like Penn State that like used him as like a like he got the ball more is what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but the cool thing is like when it comes to him, he's ready.
Yeah.
So. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do this. All I heard, we even talked about on our show at nauseum. Darius, you remember I had a whole show about, how they're going to run 2 tight end sets and we're going to confuse the world and we're just going to bang it out. And now I think, we are confusing the world.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the biggest thing is
We're confusing
we have
ourselves.
that 2 tight end set, and now we're doing nothing with it.
Yeah. Yep.
We have to. We got to show up. We got to
Yeah.
show up Sunday.
Yeah, I don't know. Fields, how do you feel about this, man, with this two tight end set, man? I mean, we took a first round draft pick, and I feel like we're just kind of like not even using it, man.
Well, for one, I wanted Brock Bowers from last year. That was a tight end I wanted. I followed him all throughout UGA, and I thought, he was the best tight end clearly. Um, I would have rather use. I do like the 12 personnel. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like we needed so much other help in so many other areas. So I mean, I think he's a good guy, a good player, but I wasn't feeling that pick at all. I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
understand. Caleb doesn't have a real history of even in college. He wasn't a thrower to the tight end a lot. So that's something he's going to have to kind of learn to do. Like even at USC or Oklahoma, he didn't really lean on the tight end like most quarterbacks do. But we'll see.
That's why he's like when he. I think he had a lot to do with a doomsday coming, and that's why DJ's mad because he wanted his guy, and that's his guy. Like you said, he's not a tight end guy.
Yeah, like DJ has to come. I think DJ understands that he has a role with this team, but it may not be the role that what I'm saying he likes at the moment. But for the sake of winning, he has to learn to fall in love with that role. You
100%. And
know.
with that role you're saying is him trying to be like the next Debo Samuel because we don't have running backs right now.
Well,
Because
I don't like him in the backfield.
me
I don't
either.
like that.
That he's gonna get hurt. He ain't built like Debo.
I don't like that. But I mean, you can scheme up plays if you want to run them on a reverse or find a way to throw him a screen pass or something like that. That's cool. But DJ is going to be the utility guy. He's going to be the guy that's, what I'm saying, finding spots in the middle of these zones, similar to Keenan Allen, what Keenan Allen does at this point in his career. Though DJ is much more explosive than a guy like Keenan Allen, but sometimes, the speed and the quickness and stuff like that, you have to have the knowledge that goes with it so you can find these holes in the ball in these zones and to make yourself open and available. You can't change routes in the middle of running a route. You throw off the timing of the quarterback. That deep play in the fourth quarter when he was open, he changed the route at the last minute. Caleb is an anticipatory quarterback. He's anticipating this guy to run the route the way it's supposed to. So when he popped open at the last minute and Caleb threw it, the timing was off. That's why it went the way it went. It wasn't that Caleb has these incredible accuracy issues. He was thrown off.
Caleb's accurate issues are pretty inconsistent then because you keep throwing at people's ankles and knees and shit like that. You got to hit them. You got to hit them.
But if you look at Caleb's on his dropbacks, he's concentrating on his feet, right? And you can also tell that he doesn't trust his line just yet. Coming off a year where he's been sacked a ton, it's going to take a while for him to develop some real trust in the guys that's blocking for him. Like as far as the middle, it's okay. Jonah Jackson is leaving a lot to be desired. We traded for the guy, former Pro Bowler. This is a guy that was supposed to come in and make an immediate impact. He looks out of shape. Now, this is just me talking, but he looks out of shape and he's playing undisciplined football and he's getting beat a lot. You know, we all know what's up with 70. 70 is trying his best, but he just can't do it. You know,
I can't
70.
do it with Jones anymore, man. That dude
I
is
mean, but
killing.
until they make a change, they're gonna have to make a change. At this point, listen, put the Canadian guy in there, man. You
Yep.
know, and you got to see what you can do, what he can do. You know, it may be a point where they switch right over to left tackle, but right is gonna have to lose some weight. He's gonna have to cut some weight, and he's gonna have to get in better shape too. But a lot of this stuff is a product of the fact that these guys have not played in the preseason. You have to
100%.
have, you have to have, you have to develop the timing in these preseason games. Because
Look at
training
the
camp
false
and practice.
starts. Look at all the false starts we're having. That has a
Yeah,
lot to do with not playing in preseason.
The rhythm,
Fields, you have a really nice swimming pool over there, buddy.
the rhythm that it takes to be a cohesive offense, you have to start that, of course, in the preseason, but you have to bring it into these games as well. You know, you just have to. Now, some of these quarterbacks don't have to play in the preseason, but could because they've been with the team and they've been with these guys for the last 5, 6 years. But coming into a new offense where things are different and the guy you playing next to is different, you have to play. And I think the Bears are the victim of a lot of timing issues, a lot of penalties because of the fact that they did not get enough reps in these games when it was necessary.
Oh, then when you do get reps, like when we did against Buffalo for 2 years in a row in the
Hmm.
preseason, we're playing against our secondary, and they're like, "Oh, we just destroyed Buffalo." The first time was 33-6 2 years ago, and then I don't know what last year or this year's was. I mean, we smoked them again. It's like, yeah, Caleb, but you're playing against second string.
And you know, they played the kid out of Michigan State at guard in Jonah Jackson's spot. And they also had a rotating thing at the tackle position, you know. You just have to have guys coming in there playing off the muscle, man. It's just important when you have so many new things going on. Like nothing is more detrimental to a quarterback than bad timing or the disruption of timing. It kills a play.
And it doesn't
Just
help with the how many sacks. I mean, is he scared back there? I don't know.
it doesn't look like he's fully developed um a huge trust in the guys. Like he understands what's going on in the middle, but also knows that number 70 is there. He also knows that number 70 is covering his backside. So you can tell that he's a little bit more. He's not comfortable back there. He's not yet.
Then why aren't we drafting one? We've been dealing with this for years.
I couldn't answer that, man. I can't answer that. I truly think there may be a time
If
where they switch right over to the left, man. It might be
if
it.
that's the case, then why am I holding on to the ball longer than I need to? I mean, if I'm squared up with a big Mike Tyson, aren't I trying to freaking do everything I can to not get hit by him?
Not, but you still have a responsibility to try to make the best play you can. Just because what you lack over there don't mean you got to play scared.
No, you got to hit him. You got to hit him where it hurts. That's the
Yeah, shit.
Well, why aren't we doing that then?
I mean, they trying. Believe me. I'm looking at these games and I see there's a lot of effort out there, but it's just not going right at the moment. But again, it's only game two, man. It's only game two. And Caleb has done a pretty decent job in these two games. Threw just over 400 yards, 3 touchdown passes, one running. You know, he's having inconsistencies, but like I said,
he's
the
having quite a
timing is
few.
off.
He's missed a lot of targets, man.
The timing is off, bro. The timing is off. You know, it just is. And if you
Well,
look at why he's missing, there's a lot of reasons why he's missing.
let me ask you
And
this. Let me
you
ask you
have to
this,
put it.
Darius. Let
He's
me
not
ask
Mhm.
you
throwing off
this.
his back foot. That's why he's
You're
missing.
you're
I
the
don't think it's that
GM.
either.
Darius is the GM. He gets a pick between Jordan Love, Jaden Daniels, and Caleb Williams. Who's he riding with? Your pick.
At this point, give me Jordan Love.
I,
What?
I'm. Oh. Oh my
Start your
God.
franchise.
Oh my
At
God.
this point, where they all are right now, give me Jordan Love.
Jordan Love would have been destroyed with us last year.
Oh my God.
So would Jaden Daniels.
Dude, I
Yes, sir.
love the way.
So would the year Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson came out, they would have been too.
I said the same shit about one Tom Brady because everyone that we had before he went to Tampa, I said because there was talks about Brady coming there. I says Brady would get destroyed with our offensive line. You're going to get destroyed. Not one quarterback in the league with our
Let's
offensive
ask.
line could do
Let's
anything with the offensive line. When you have no time, you can't do it.
Fields, a Fields. How do you feel about this, man? You get your pick now.
My bad. I kind of was trying to focus on the game.
Go get your lemonade by the swimming pool. Sorry to
This is the
bother you, sir.
thing.
Oh no, I'm good.
Who would you pick between Jordan Love, Jaden Daniels, and Caleb Williams at this point if you had your franchise quarterback to pick from?
And this is not necessarily for the Bears, but for any team. Like if I'm starting my own team, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Believe it or not, I would go with Caleb. I just
See,
wouldn't put him in this offense.
Okay. All
I
right.
I was not a fan of Caleb Williams, and I wanted Daniels.
Daniels just looks like a college quarterback to me still.
What does Caleb look like?
Caleb is like somebody forcing, like they
High
forcing
school? High
they
school?
forcing him to do something that he's not.
He has to learn. Caleb is in the process of learning. Listen, Jordan Love had time to sit and learn. Caleb was thrown in the fire, a hell of a fire at that. A fucking four alarm blaze he was thrown into. So he's in the process of learning, right? He's with the competent OC head coach, offensive head coach, and he's in the process of learning.
Yeah.
Jordan Love is ahead of Caleb in that aspect. Jaden Daniels in that aspect is ahead of Caleb. Do I think Jaden Daniels is a better quarterback than Caleb Williams? No, I don't. But he's in a better situation when it comes down to coaching.
I mean, just look
He,
at the
he
people. Just
was.
look at
Better
Jared Goff
situation
and
because
how
he
he
has an
started off with the
offensive line.
Rams.
Now, we talk about Jordan Love. Jordan Love is doing this without a first round wide receiver, fellas.
Okay, with the first round, I mean, you can make it happen. I mean, Jordan Reed. No one knew what Reed was going to do. Reed
Exactly.
Reed was a baller, but Reed came out and balled.
What about Romeo Dobbs?
Makes it happen.
Jordan Love is making it happen. Like, I don't listen, bro. I don't understand how y'all want to knock him. Now I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Not I've never said that Jordan Love was the best QB in the league, but he's a damn good football player now. You got to give it to him.
If damn good football, he's winning games. So yeah, you know, in the long run, you're right. But he's not a top. I honestly don't think he is.
I
He's not a
thought
top.
Do
I
you
thought
have to be a
Golden was
top to win a
drafted in the
Super
first
Bowl?
round. Wasn't Golden the first round draft pick?
But he's been producing before Golden.
I'm just asking you a question. You said he
Yeah.
does not have a first round
He did. I
draft
say
pick
he
receiver.
didn't. I say he didn't. But if you look at Matthew Golden, he's not leading the team in receptions. He's not leading the team in yards. He's not leading the team in touchdowns. He's not.
He's
That's
not.
because he's got the wrong quarterback thrown to him.
Nah, it's because he's in a long line. Jordan Love just don't key on one receiver. He's spreading the ball around.
Listen, if Devontae actually liked Love, he would still be there, and there'd be no questions asked as to
Man,
the premium.
Devontae wanted to get paid, and he wanted to follow Aaron.
You're right on that. You're 100% right on that. He
Come
wanted to
on,
be
man.
Aaron. He wanted to be Aaron's
Come
little
on,
boy
man.
toy.
Come on, man. Y'all tripping, man.
He wanted to be Aaron's boy toy.
Y'all tripping.
I can't show that
Tripping, man.
motherfucker love, dog. I ain't
I
doing
can't either. I
it.
can't
Listen,
either.
man.
I ain't
I,
doing it.
But
I
hey,
got a
Hey,
lot of love for Brett Favre, but I got none for freaking Love.
but I'm gonna go back
listen.
to what you just said about Devontae Adams following Aaron.
Watch.
I kind of felt that way, not necessarily feel that way, but I think going back to DJ Moore, he was really pissed off that they got rid of Justin Fields.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. I,
The
I
only
agree with
reason he
that.
was so.
Now,
Go ahead.
all right, when you say that, when Justin Fields was here, right? He got pissed off because Justin Fields is gone because Justin Fields didn't look into no one else but him.
But him.
Yeah.
And
I
now
felt
he's
And
a
like
that
rich
you
man
can't,
now.
yeah,
It's,
you,
I
it's
feel
all
like
It's Rome's time.
I feel
That's
like
why.
Fields was opening up here. I'd like to hear him finish.
No. I mean, I think every receiver wants the ball. I mean, every receiver is open. I mean, according to them. So,
Absolutely.
And Justin Fields, like you said, you just key on DJ Moore, and that was it. Now you got a quarterback who don't really key on him. If anybody, key on Rome, and he's feeling it, and he wants the ball. He wants the ball more, so he pouts. So I think that's part of the problem. That's why, unfortunately, like I said, again, I'm a big DJ Moore fan. He has to go.
I
And
like
I want
DJ
the other
too.
younger players to get some playing time, especially if this season goes downhill.
If DJ doesn't buy in, bro, you're absolutely right.
You're a
Get him out
grown
of here.
ass man, dude. There ain't no time to pout. This is the
What receiver
NFL.
don't pout?
Yeah, true.
Here's the other thing too, though. They got a Dunze, they've got Burden, they've got Zacchaeus. I love all these guys. There's even, there's even
I like the
you could
Walker
make
kid.
yep, well, all day Jade. He's coming out. So I mean, there is a backlog, and there is a lot of need at other positions, and the
And,
receivers are not getting the ball like we thought they were.
and you got
So
two catching tight ends who are not getting the ball.
yeah, I know it's yeah. I think it might be overwhelming for a guy like Caleb and his
I
mental
I said
capacity
that
and
too.
everything
I
that's
said
going on right now.
you got
I
too
think
many
we,
weapons, and everybody wants the ball. They looking at you like, give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the
yeah,
ball. It's
that's
easier
got.
when you don't have a superstar.
Now I
That's
know
why I
how
think
my mom. Now I know how my mom feels when I was always crying for like thirds and fourths, and we had five boys and three girls. It's like I'm a
oh
little
wow.
overwhelmed here, and you're not helping, kid. You
And
know?
sometimes less is more.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
But
yeah.
but we get a head coach that praises the two tight end setup,
I
drafts
know,
drafts someone at number 10,
I know.
and now he's getting how many targets for the first two games? Come on.
Three,
Let's go.
yeah. And if things work out the way they do, I'll be able to open up a little bit about that. But right now, I kind of got to keep it.
And Cole, I think Cole's a hell of a tight end as a catcher.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know that.
maybe not the best. He's a decent blocker, but I mean, he's got hands too.
Yeah.
That
Look
catch
how
he
many
made
times
Monday
Caleb
night.
overthrew him.
What about Smythe? He ain't no chump either. I mean, he's not the best, but I'd say he's at least average. He's Jordan Love esque at his position.
What about the drops?
That's yeah.
What
There's
about the
drops.
drops?
There's drops for sure.
For Love, I mean Komet.
Nah, for Rome.
Oh,
Yeah.
Roma Dunze,
Yeah,
dude, he isn't he like one of the best receivers in the NFL right now?
He's number
yeah.
6, number
He
6 or
dropped. He
7.
dropped. He dropped some big ones versus Detroit.
He's
I
got
mean, he had a great game versus Detroit, but he could have been a lot better.
he's got 13 receptions, 156 yards with 3 touchdowns. You can't beat him right now. I mean, nobody's perfect.
You know what I
Nobody's
feel
Jordan
like?
Love.
You know what I feel like? I feel like he took on that role that Brandon Rice did for USC, and that DJ took on before Roma Dunze came into the building. I feel like there's that one guy that he just has to look for, and he just, you know what I'm trying to say. I don't know if we're ever going to see him be able to look, to look at several different receivers and be able to spread it and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if he has the bandwidth for that. I hope he does, but
You know somebody that does though.
I think he's about to say Jordan Love.
oh my God, this guy,
Just
this
telling you.
guy's
Hey,
killing me.
bro. Hey,
You're an
on a real note,
antagonist. That's what you are.
I've heard a
Nah,
lot
I'm just telling
about
the
your
truth.
ass.
I'm not lying.
I've heard a lot about you being on podcasts, and being a big Bears fan. But you showing a lot of pack love since the first time I fucking met you tonight.
Listen, brother.
I
Look,
don't fucking like it, dude. And
I'm
I thought
not.
we were gonna kick. I thought we were gonna get in real tight tonight, but I
What
don't
I'm
Yeah.
like
not
it.
gonna do. I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be so much of a fan where I hide the truth for myself. I'm not gonna be that much of a fan. I'm never that much of a fan.
Bro,
I'm never that much of a fan where I hide the truth for myself. Can't do that,
he ain't. But you're talking to me like he's a top 10, and he's not.
bro. Look,
Who is the top 10 in the league right now going through week 2? Can somebody pull that up?
I bet you Jordan Love up there.
I say you're
I
gonna get
bet
this
you.
dude. This dude, but someone get him some lotion and some tissue because he's gonna be in the top 10.
Listen, fellas, I'm just telling you. And the stuff you said about Tucker Craft last year, he led the Packers in receptions, yards, and touchdowns.
Go back and rewind that video, that 4.5 hour watch party. I think you tuned in, Darius. I can't remember, but I think you did when we did the show, and I said it then. I said this guy is he's quite possibly my favorite tight end in the NFL. That's what I said. And he even knows, he called him my guy. He called him my guy during the live show. So I'm not, you know. Hey, and look at this. What about that guy that I wanted us to grab on offensive line that still isn't signed? That was a Packer that you warned me against because you thought he's done. Like he's just done. And I felt like we could still take a chance at him. And no one's picked him up to this day.
Right. So what that tell you? He's
Who
done.
was that guy? Do you remember?
Uh,
Christian Wilkins. No,
nah.
but
You
wait,
talking
No.
no.
about
Oh, you know what I think
Bak?
about Miami because Miami
Is it
closed.
Bakhtiari?
Yeah, Bakhtari. Yeah, and I liked it because
Bakhtiari?
he beat Aaron Rodgers in a drinking contest at a basketball game. I
Well,
thought that
that's
was
not
pretty
hard.
solid.
You see him?
It's not hard. No, I just thought it was that. So
Hey, Mitch
this
Trubisky beat Aaron Rodgers in a fucking drinking contest, and that means nothing.
I'm just saying this proves that I don't that the dark side, their dark side doesn't cloud my judgment, and I that's how I feel the Packers are. They're the evil empire.
The Cubs lost, so
I did,
everybody cares.
I
Yeah,
didn't live
one to
here.
nothing.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
right.
live
Damn.
here when Mitch Trubisky was a quarterback.
Yeah.
But how was his second year? In y'all opinion, his second year when he went to the playoffs, a double doink that year when he led them to the playoffs.
So he was an alternate, right? That's how he got to the Pro Bowl. Is that the year you're
Yeah,
talking about?
I
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, I
Did
think.
anybody feel that 2018 year like we were gonna go?
So so listen, if I looked at Love and I said he's my top 15 and it was the same year, I would put Trubisky at 14. That's where I'm at with it.
Man, come on, man.
But I
Come
mean,
on,
but no,
man.
but I'm saying, but what was so bad about Trubisky that year?
That's not saying nothing bad, Darius.
No, I'm not. I was just
Nah.
I,
No,
saying
I'm
he's
not
that.
just
I'm not
tired of the
saying
love
that.
shit.
What's that?
Listen, comparing Mitchell Trubisky to fucking Jordan Love
No,
is
just that
bad.
year, just that
Yeah,
year.
I ain't
That's
on that
bad.
level. That's
That's bad. I
Because
mean,
and again, I wasn't here, but I heard the reason why he fell off so bad the third year was because he brought that
What
dude to
year was that?
Detroit.
What year
That
did he
was
make the Pro Bowl?
that was the same
2018.
year, yeah, 2018.
18. His first year as a starter.
And the year I think did he throw 7 touchdowns or 6 touchdowns in the one game against Tampa?
It was
It was
6.
six.
Six,
Yeah, because
yeah.
he tied the record for the Bears.
Yeah. So
Gale
then all of a
Sayers.
sudden he just fell the burnt off the second year. But I heard from my little inside circle at that time, it was
Yeah.
because of the dude from Detroit. What was the coach that went
Hmm.
almost 16 for Detroit?
Matt something. What was it? Matt
No,
old ass
Uh,
dude.
Hmm.
I
Trying to think now.
can't
Yeah.
think of his name. But he was mentoring Matt Nagy, and he was not a fan of Mitch Trubisky, and it almost showed that year because it's like all of a sudden Trubisky numbers just drastically dropped. I mean, Trubisky wasn't a great quarterback, but I just always had a gut feeling if he would have started any other place but here, he'd still be starting in the NFL, not the third string for
uh,
Buffalo.
No,
Nice
because
slide.
he's
I
tried
Nice
three
dis
slide by
times, right?
Tagovailoa.
He
T
I
tried
mean,
it for
Fields,
the Steelers.
I'm with you when you're right, but I disagree.
I mean, I just say that because I was like Jared Goff was horrific.
Hopefully
Sam
that's with
Darnold was
everybody,
horrific.
Darius.
I mean, I'm just saying like when they got went to a better situation. Look at him now, Sam Darnold. He was horrific with the Jets.
It's the program.
Exactly. And I mean, I hate the dog on our program, but we ain't been the quarterback
Oh,
friendliest place.
oh no, we've
Nah.
had 30 or plus,
Here's
but
a
Mitch is not. He's already tried it in Pitt, and Pitt's got a great program.
Do you know the reason why the honest reason why Mitch Trubisky fell off in Chicago.
Because my
Trubisky
wife came
1
to that
Pro
game.
Bowl. Jordan Love 0. Trubisky
uh
1 Pro Bowl. Jordan Love 0.
man, come on, man.
That was the second. That was the second one, though. I mean, he was an alternate.
Trubisky
Hey, how many Jordan Love alternate? 0.
Trubisky was a guy that he was so scripted. He couldn't go off the script. So therefore, like his first year, he didn't get any better after that year.
Was
He
that? But
stayed.
is that a Nagy problem?
No, I think that's a Trubisky problem because ultimately, in my opinion, the development is on the player. Your coach is responsible for telling you what he needs from you and letting you know the direction and the game plan.
So we did everything
That's a
we could to
Nagy
help
problem.
Fields out then. We did everything to help Fields out then.
Fields didn't help himself.
Okay, so it's not on the
Notice,
coaching.
notice Fields is on his third team.
I disagree.
What do you
What?
mean?
Hey, when you're well, yeah, he's on his third team. I
Well,
agree with
you
you on
guys
that because
remember
that
when
can
Musid
count.
Muhammad came in and said, "When you come to the Bears, that's where receivers die."
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he came here and went to the Super Bowl.
He had small hands as a quarterback. We don't. We can't have a fucking quarterback in Chicago.
And if I'm not mistaken, he had 1,000-yard season in Chicago, I
And he
believe.
blames it. Yeah, and he blames it on Chicago.
I think
Reason
Jimmy
they didn't win.
needs to sacrifice
Well,
a goat or something. I don't know
And
what's
then
going on.
it's funny you said
listen,
that. Then after that, Brandon Marshall came, Alshon Jeffrey
right,
came.
right, right. And then we drafted Alshon Jeffrey. He didn't die here.
Badass. That's the year I lost that when I put a Falcons jersey on because I had to argue with this dude about that we had the best wide receiving core in the
Better than
NFL. When
Julio and Rodney.
Elshon and Marshall, it was unbelievable.
And
Guys, we
Martellus
got to
Bennett.
wrap it up in 2 minutes. So it's
Yeah.
we're at the 2 hour mark. But man, you guys have been great. You guys have been special.
Hey,
Uh,
touchdown, Jalen Waddle, baby. Let's go.
yeah, right here at the break here at the halftime is what we do.
What's
So
final?
Dolphins,
What's final
Dolphins not playing
predictions?
no games.
Everybody's on Sunday's game.
uh Bears 24 and that's it. We're gonna win 24-21. 24-21.
um,
Why you laughing at Darius?
no, because you said Bears 24. That's it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I
shit.
wanted to know the
We gonna
end.
get a shutout?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I guess I got to
Listen.
finish it.
I want the Bears to win, and I would listen. I don't care what fashion it goes in, but because of what's been going on with the defense and what's going on with Dallas's defense, I think we're in for a good old fashioned shootout, fellas. I think we're gonna look like the greatest show on turf
Mhm.
versus this Dallas defense, and we're gonna put up some points this week. I think this week we put up 30.
Hey, I'll tell you one
I'm
thing.
saying
I
31.
tell I tell you one thing really quickly. The defensive tackle Clark, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's got the same amount of sacks as Micah Parsons on the year. So whatever. Bears win.
I'm going 31-27 Bears. Put me back in some good colors.
I like it. Yes, let's get him some colors on Bears. I hope you're listening,
34,
Bears.
31 Bears.
Let's go.
Fields.
27-23. Dak Prescott is going to march down the field towards the end of the game and get picked off by Owens.
Give me
Bears
some. Let's
27-23.
go. I love it.
I like it.
And Biles is going to do a triple backflip.
Well, he going to do the bow celebration again. But
What's
hey,
I
that?
Hey,
love it.
what we
but
do is get us all back on here at fucking at the end of Sunday our Sunday game, and we'll see how I'm looking.
Dude, could you imagine? Hey, could you? Yeah, let's do that. That'd be cool.
Let's
Could you
do it.
imagine if Biles is ended up being what you call it, Staley? They
Oh,
put her in the Staley and start doing all the moves and stuff. Like, dude,
will
why
any of you
why is
guys be at
why?
the game on Sunday?
Huh?
Will any of you guys be at the game on Sunday?
No, I wish, man.
I'll be at
I'm
work.
well. Actually, I'll be at Bridges. It'll be a good one.
For sure. Well, hope you guys all the best of luck. Have a good time and bear down. I will be there.
Likewise.
I will be at my first time in 32 years at a Bears game dressed in black.
We gotta get you back in Bears colors, man.
Got to do it, brother. I mean, you made me feel a little bit better about the Bears until that Jordan Love shit. But we're all right. We're all right.
Yeah, Darius is my guy, man. That's my first lieutenant there. He's a good dude.
All
We
right,
just,
man.
hey, just for future reference, we can't bring up Love, so that way you guys got more mic time. That's all.
That's
Hey
all right.
man,
Hey,
look.
man, it was very good meeting y'all and bear down. That's all I can say. Let's go,
Bear
baby.
down, bear
Bear
down. Let's
down,
go
guys.
Bears, man.
Y'all
Yes,
enjoy your
sir.
night.